Boris Johnson warns England could soon be facing even tougher COVID restrictions, but Labour says a national lockdown is needed now.
With Lucrezia Millarini.
Good evening. The Prime Minister Boris Johnson has warned it is likely that tougher COVID restrictions will be needed to deal with surging cases in England. But tonight, Labour are calling for action now, with Sir Keir Starmer saying a new national lockdown is needed within 24 hours. Well, today, the UK recorded almost 55,000 coronavirus cases. The fourth day in a row, the number has exceeded 50,000. 454 deaths were also reported. With the latest, here's our political reporter, Shihab Khan. Well, as Shihab mentioned, one of the biggest decisions facing the government is what to do about schools. Today, Boris Johnson insisted it was safe for most primary schools in England to reopen from tomorrow. But unions say the rest of the country should follow London and much of the southeast of England, where the school gates will remain shut for the time being. John Ray reports. Well, Shihab is here now, so pressure building on the government. How likely are we to see tougher restrictions soon?
Yeah, well, when it comes to schooling, that question will come up again. And the Labour leader has called for a national lockdown within.
Vice President Mike Pence has backed a campaign by a group of US senators to refuse to certify Joe Biden's election win. 11 Republicans. Football and Leicester City's shock Premier League title win in 2016 still lives long in the memory. This season, the title race appears to be wide open, and Leicester are right in the mix again thanks to a 2-1 win this afternoon at Newcastle. Chris Scudder was watching. And two of the other clubs who'll fancy their chances are playing right now. Chelsea. And finally, the DJ who was determined to spread some festive cheer to those unable to be with their families. Chris Morrow visited dozens of care homes across Northern Ireland, offering free, socially distanced discos. Brilliant. And that is it for now. I'm back with the late news at 10:05. Until then, whatever you're doing, enjoy your evening. Bye-bye. Tougher COVID restrictions are likely, says the Prime Minister, while Labour calls for a nationwide lockdown now.
News with Lucrezia Millarini.
Good evening. Even tougher lockdown restrictions appear to be on the way for England as coronavirus continues to spread out of control. The Prime Minister Boris Johnson today warned the changes may come soon, but Labour says another nationwide lockdown is needed now as hospitals, particularly in the southeast, struggle to cope. Well, today, for a fourth day running, there were more than 50,000 new cases recorded in the UK. With the latest, here's our political reporter, Shihab Khan. One of the biggest decisions facing the government is what to do about schools. Millions of pupils in England are due to return to class tomorrow. Ministers insist it is safe for them to do so. But both teaching unions and now some councils are calling for a government rethink. John Ray has been hearing from teachers and parents. And our political editor, Robert Peston, joins us. Well, to America now, where audio has emerged of President Trump appearing to put pressure on election officials to find enough votes to overturn his defeat in the state of Georgia. Donald Trump has repeatedly claimed that Joe Biden's victory was only because of widespread voter fraud without providing any evidence. So our Washington correspondent. We end tonight with the sad news of the passing of Jerry Marsden, who has died at the age of 78. In the 60s, with Jerry and the Pacemakers, he wrote hits including Ferry Cross the Mersey, but it was his version of You'll Never Walk Alone that went on to become an anthem for Liverpool Football Club, still sung with passion by fans today, as Neil Connery reports. And that is all for now. The weather is up next, but from me and all the weekend team, good night.